Everybody wants to find love, and these days that search often involves a dating app.
But what if we told you one app also wants your DNA to help make a match, claiming science holds the key to your heart? NBC Charlotte defender Michelle Bowden shows us.
Sounds laughable at first, right? A cheek swab to find the love of your life, but there's also some more serious stuff going on here. What's the rationale behind it, and what happens to your DNA?
And no one wants to hear, hey, I think you're great, you're not the person for me.
Right. 2 years ago, Allie Washburn and Lauren Levine started a podcast after they realized they spent a lot of time talking about their dating lives.
So we both were single and talking about being single all the time, going out for drinks and lamenting the fact that we were using dating apps and hating it.
The podcast, called The Margarita Confessionals, is so popular they're now also on the radio.
You're listening to The Margarita Confessionals.
Everyone wants to meet someone. That's a universal thing.
And you open the app, right?
So they weren't at all surprised to hear of the newest dating app. It's called Faramore. Claims to use your DNA along with your social media pages to find your soulmate.
We look at 11 very specific genes in your DNA. We don't look at your whole genome. So we won't know your eye color, your hair color. We won't know your genetic predisposition. And these genes encode for your chemical and biological attraction towards somebody.
They say the science is actually based on the whole opposites attract thing.
So the more diverse those genes are from somebody else, you're going to be more likely to be attracted to them.
Professor Ruth Gronhot is a bioethicist at UNC Charlotte, and she says there is some truth to pheromones being related to attraction.
There's some science to it. It's pretty small.
She worries more about what happens with your cheek swab.
Genetic data is pretty personal, and so just handing it off to a dating site, not knowing where it's going to end up, whether hackers might have access to it, some of those sorts of things, that would make me a little nervous.
But the folks at Faramore say they destroy the DNA samples when they're done with them. So they say the only thing you really have to worry about is finding your soulmate. One of the co-founders of the company is actually from right here in North Carolina, so she says they hope to launch the product here in Charlotte by the end of the year. Reporting in Charlotte, Michelle Bowden, NBC Charlotte.